Welcome to Untangle, where we untangle Christianity from theology, religion, and colonization. Right now, we're tackling some premises of our epistemology that's going to help us in our untangled journey. And the one I want to talk about today is our ability to know. You see, in our culture, we've adopted a way of knowing that is extremely limited, and it's distinctly different from our ancestors and the way that they knew in antiquity. And that's because we've limited our knowing to our five senses. In our culture, you can't know something unless it comes through our five senses. And the nature of that makes all learning external. And that puts you in direct competition with Christianity, where we argue that the Spirit lives inside of you. As a way of explaining how this works, let me tell you about a study that I thought was ridiculous. A group of researchers did a study on prisons in Texas and found that the hotter it was outside, the more likely there was for violence. Now, when I said that, you probably thought to yourself, I already knew that. But the truth of the matter is in our culture, our epistemology won't let you say that you knew that. If you were to say that, someone would say, well, how did you know? And you would say, I just knew. And they would say, what evidence do you have that you knew that? Which of the five senses can you verify that information with? And that way of knowing is distinctly different from our ancestors and from those in antiquity. They believed in at least six senses when it came to knowing. You can call it a spiritual sense, you can call it intuition, you could call it internal knowledge, but they believed that when you experience things, it wasn't limited to your five senses. And as a result of that, they thought about spirituality distinctly different than we do. And that's what we have to do if we're going to go on our untangled journey. We have to recognize that our understanding, our knowledge, cannot be limited to five senses if we truly want to understand Christianity as it was meant to be understood.